Okay, so we're back to Kerbal Space Program, picking up where I left off. Where were we at? Particles Station 2. Oh yeah, in the downtime, I just went ahead and made the other station arm. So it is there. It is attached. It's all nice and neat. Okay, so I think we can fit a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kerbals on here. That's good, but we want some more because we want to, practice some real good science. So we want more Kerbals. I think it's time that we used a modded part. See, because that's great. It's just like a flying kind of like half cross thing with these huge arms sticking out. It can maneuver, but it's kind of like weird and wonky. And I've got ADD, so I don't like the lack of symmetry. No, it just looks weird. There should be something here. So we're going to put something there. There we go. Back to who we got? We got Jeb, Bob, and Bill. Okay, Valentina somewhere else. That's fine. I do believe the big fat docking port on the rear was the docking port senior, which is one of the larger ones. So we'll go ahead and build something based off of, like the 3 and some change millimeter situation here. So we are going to build another piece of Particles Station. So, first things first, do we want to have people piloting this? Nah, not right now. We'll add people later. We're going to face that direction. Okay, so we got that. We're going to need a battery. We're going to need a coupling. We're going to need that's the Mondo dock. No, we want the Clampotron docking port senior. Okay, so we got that there, we're gonna have, the way the station is, we're gonna have some solar panels that go this direction, and so we don't want to get it real close on there. We want to put the actual habitat ring spaced out a bit. So, we are going to put a habitat ring on. That one's too small. That one's also too small. Here we go, the Coriolis. This will be a rotating habitat ring, and it'll spin to create 1G, hopefully. Which doesn't really matter because, creating artificial gravity and junk on this game doesn't really, they didn't incorporate that game mechanic, and as far as these, Dyson rings, this is actually a modded part. It wasn't included in the stock game, so we're going to, they never actually, I'm really hopeful for Kerbal 2 because I'm pretty sure they took some of the best things the modding community did and included it into the base game of Kerbal 2. But this is the first Kerbal, and, I don't know, it's one of the few games out there that I like because they kind of really encourage their modding community to do whatever they like, and, because some games they'll kind of blackball you if you install mods, and they'll make sure that things don't update correctly, and they just try to screw you over because they can't make money on it. Kerbal is one of the most sophisticated spaceship building games I've actually seen that's even pseudo realistic, and I like it because for the sake of the fact that there aren't many games like this, they didn't really blackball their modding community, and it's great, and I love them for it. Okay, so we need to add some extra maneuvering tanks, so we're gonna throw some more monoprop on here. Okay, so this is what we got so far. We want to do some science. So for the payload here, we're gonna throw one of these on. Yeah, that'll make it look real good, real nice. We're gonna open. Now this is just it has a cargo bay with some, I do believe it comes stocked with yeah, you can change it. We're going to do liquid fuel and oxidizer for this one, because most of our conventional rockets are going to use that. Now, eventually down the line, I'll cheat a bit and throw some that only use liquid fuel. It's like this really OP engine, but I'm not going to use that for this sake of doing this. So let's throw some science in here. Alright, we've got those on. I know that for a fact. I think we've got it science. Not quite sure. But for now, we'll go ahead and, well, maybe we won't use this. I can't remember if we have a Science Junior or not. So actually, I'm going to switch payloads. We gotta find the proper, there we go. This is because this one allows me to just have like a big open space for all sorts of stuff in it. So I'm going to throw in a fuel tank. You can't quite marry parts the way I would ideally like to, but this will be fine for what I'm doing. Alright, we're gonna throw that there. We're gonna go ahead and copy that, so we'll have it on the bottom. But now, okay. I need to throw some options on here for, should I want to expand and add more trusses and arms to the space station. So I'm going to add, one of these multi-point station connectors. We're gonna throw kind of a big one on there. Sadly, I think this is the biggest one. I'm gonna make it metal, and I think I want to have it a two-way, three-way. Four-way? Yeah, okay, that'll work. Perfect, just like that. Now, where's my science junior? Okay, so we're going to do it like that, so I can... no, don't be right. Okay, I'm going to take this and rotate it. There we go. Because I guess when we're launching this, I'm going to make this the top of the craft right here. And we'll put that on there, like so. No, we're not going to do that. What I'm opting to do is throw some extra batteries in here. There we go. Now, I'm going to part clip on this. I could just put one or two batteries on there, but if I'm like already part clipping things, I tend to go like just go all out, and I'll like part clip all sorts of stuff. Part clipping is just when two things collide into each other in a way that they're kind of not supposed to, and like so. But the problem is the way the tree assembly works is this will read as like it just terminates at the battery for this piece of structure here, and the actual payload box here will clip from this tank to this. So like if you're doing like high Ds or something, you might actually see this part wobble and fall out of it like here. So to prevent that, I will put some struts on to tell it what I want it to connect to. And I guess we'll go ahead and put 4. There we go, just like so. Perfect. Okay, now for science, we're going to put we got all sorts of science in here. We've got a thermometer to measure, thermos. We've got a magnometer. We've got a mystery goo containment unit. We've got a negative gravioli detector to detect those, mystical gravioli particles. And we'll throw a barometer in there because there's some fun stuff that happens with that. I'll explain that a little later. And I think that's really all the science I want to do for now. Okay, that's cool. You can go ahead and use the button. Oh wait, but we want to have some lighting so we can see what's going on. in here. We're gonna do 4. 3? 4. We're gonna do 4. 4 lights. Okay, and we're gonna put some on the bottom so we can see what we're doing. Oh, and on the back side, I'm going to install a module, a way to store science, because you can actually collect more than one science from the same part, but you can only process one of each kind of science at a time. And like when I say kind of science, I mean specifically stuff like here. Okay, we're gonna close that and make sure that's okay. It does poke through a bit, so we're gonna part clip a bit. There we go. So now when we shut this, it doesn't poke out. Cool. Okay, so far so good. We got that there, that there, that there. Presumably, if I do add anything else to this, I'm going to use the bigger senior docking ports. So, yep, we're going to see if it'll let me. Nope, it'll let me do it one at a time. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy it, bring it over here. I'm going to rotate it. Right, yeah, looks good. And last but not least, I'm not going to put another docking port on here. I am going to put a fuel tank on here and a very fuel efficient engine on the rear. And I'm going to change it to, yeah, I don't really care for the orange. Alright, now we got solar panels installed, so let's go ahead and throw our very efficient engine on here. I think it's called the Koodle. I don't really plan to move this space station a whole lot, but there we go. And you can get the one fairing, or yeah, the one bell, or the 2. I think we're going to do 2. See, they meant this to look like patch metal, but really it just looks like you're building some sort of station out of like castle cinder blocks or something. So like they really should put some rivet holes or something, kind of like what they did here, but that's a modded part. Okay, oh, and so we don't have, it's going to be unpiloted. We're going to have a large battery bank. We got another large battery bank there. We got some monopropellant. We got the habitation ring. Got all that there, and then we have the big, okay, and that's actually probably need a lot more fuel because at launch it only has, yeah, thrust ratio of 0.18, so it's like that's pretty horrible. So once we get it into space, it'll be fine. So for RCS, I have a reaction wheel in that piece there, but we're going to throw some of my fun RCS ports there, and I think I will throw some down here as well, because ultimately we are going to have to dock this thing. And you know what, I really should have put 4 on there, so I'm going to change that to 4. That's way too many. There we go, 4, and oh dang, I already had 4. Okay, now I actually have no solar panels on here, so it can't generate its own electricity. But the good news is I think I have enough to get it to where I need it to go. And actually, you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna throw some fun solar panels on. I think that's too wide. Yeah, and I'd like to do symmetry for that, but I don't think I really can. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one here. Yeah, because symmetry doesn't really work on these solar panels, and I do not know why. Oh wait, never mind, did for that one. Usually just some other weird stuff. We're changing to the concentrator cells so we get more juice out of them. And because I love my flashing lights, I'm going to throw some more lights on here. So there. Change it to white. And we're going to change the color. Let's go blue this time. Copy that. Throw that there. And I want one. Ooh, I want 4 of these bad boys on the ring here, the Dyson ring. And just for funsies, I'm gonna throw 4. No, I'll just do 2. And because that battery's blind, I guess. Okay, so should I everything I need? The only thing I'm worried about is this doesn't 3. The station doesn't have an antenna on it, but because I'm staying in low Kerbin orbit, that shouldn't be a problem. I think my existing antenna network, well, I don't have to have one, but I would think my existing antenna network would do the job pretty well. But we'll see. Okay, so all that's ready to go. So now I need to put some coupling, because this will ultimately be the part that will send me to the space station. I'm curious if we're going to run out of fuel or not when it comes to using the RCS to mount. We'll find out. Here we need to do coupling. Need to throw the medium one. That is the correct side, yes. Now for the payload fairing. I think this is the correct size, but man, that gets big at the top there. So, you know what, this time I'm going to opt for the bigger one. And I think this should... Haha, yes, it does cut. Let's make this a nice, long, narrow structural tube here. There we go. Okay, now because these things do tend to wobble once you get them under pretty powerful thrust-to-weight ratios, I'm going to stabilize it with 4 these. Yeah, see, I don't like that because I think it's going to grab onto the RCS port and not the thing I need to grab onto. Because the next thing it's going to rip my RCS ports off. But it can't rip off the whole tank. So that should stabilize it a bit. Okay, now that we've got that done, we're going to grab this and send it all the way to the top. Looks good. Okay, so now, let's see what kind of mass we're trying to mess around with. They have 58 parts and 45 and a quarter tons. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can make an omelet here. Go to my fuel tanks. I'll use my appropriate sized fuel tanks here. Too big. But that might be alright. What size? That's this size? Yeah. Big boy. Okay. I think that's about good. That won't be too weird. That would. For sure. Nothing right there. Find my mammoth engine and see what kind of TWR we're working on with just one of these. Oh wait, no, I was slapping this dude on it last time. Yeah, I'll do that again. There we go. Woo! Look at that. Ah. 1.8. So this will go. Fairing will go. Okay. 1.18. It's it ain't great. It's not nothing. And for 181 seconds, I think it'll take me a little bit longer than 181 seconds to get done. So, coupling. We are going to do some coupling. Alright, what kind of boosters have I been using? Pollux. This is the first one I grabbed. Let's see what the TWR looks like before. So, throw that there. And what do we got here? It is 1.33. Okay, good. So, this is what I will use. Move that down a bit. Okay. Move that down a bit. I do not remember how many boosters I used in my previous launch, but it's been like a day or two since then, so I'm going to... Yeah, speaking of which, I really want to play this game when I can find the time. Bingo. Put that on there. Alright, how many of these do we want? We've got 1.33 as my total thrust to weight ratio in my first stage. Let's go with 6. How many we got with 6? Alright, that'll be its own stage. 1.11, okay, so down here, 1.7. That's fine. That is perfect. That'll work. Man, if I can squeeze another one in, but no, it'll be fine. This should be fine. Okay, that is attached to that booster. Oh gosh, this is not quite the way I want it. Okay, so they are, in fact, okay, they are strutted. Now, let's slap on another strut here. You know what? I need the strut to start at the booster, so when I ditch the booster, it takes like the strut with it. Aerodynamic purposes. Aerodynamic porpoises! Here. Yeah, we're gonna throw one right there. Look at that. Gosh, I love it. Only 20 minutes in. Alright, not bad, not bad. This could go very bad. So, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to throw in an extra fuel tank. But I am going to... Nope, not that one. I'm going to cheat just a little teeny tiny bit. I'm going to edit the tank. We're going to do liquid fuel, liquid chemicals. I'm going to make half of it mono propellant. Oof, that's a lot of mono. That's fine. Then I'm going to make another half of the available mass into liquid fuel. I'm going to max up the rest with oxidizer. Good, yeah? Okay, I should delete that tank, but since I'm using it for struts, I'm not going to delete it quite yet. I'm going to do is take that tank out, throw this tank in, snap this tank right there. I think I might need more delta to get into. No, I probably could have just taken that whole tank out right there. But anyway, the reason I did was because these heavier staged rockets, they become really, really hard to turn. So what I'm going to do is add, yeah, some more RCS on here. Okay, so I want to get all 4 axes covered, so that's 2 million. There we go. I'm going to throw one up here. We're going to throw another one. Now you won't be able to see it, but because it's clipped, that should, you know, we'll do it there. That should be fine. Now I want to throw, I should probably throw 2 down here at the base of the, yeah. Oh, I do not want 6. See, and normally I can like clip them out and make them look a little bit more proper, but yeah, I'm not going to, because ultimately this whole part's expendable. I just need to control it to get out of the atmosphere anyway. I hope it didn't add 6 of these. Okay, cool. And we're going to just there. Alright, cool. Okay, so takes me up. Got some control there, control there. Okay, yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay. I'm not going to put the structural launch towers on it this time. Let's see how it does with that. I'm just really kind of in a hurry to get the station done so I can, deorbit it. Alright, well, I think we are ready to go. I'm going to save it. Wait. Okay, this goes off. That engine turns on. I eject that, and then I'll eject that. Okay, yep. Looks good. Ready to go. We got a new vape flavor today. It's blueberry custard. So far, so good. Tastes like blueberries. Can't speak to the custard though. Crank it up. SAS, RCS. Alright, and here we go. Let's go. I have my RCS set for stability assist, so it'll keep it going wild. I don't know why the landing info is not on. I could throttle it back a bit, but I want to just punch through that first layer of the atmosphere. So like, once I get into this here, I'll probably pull back on the throttle. Maybe not. I don't know. It's doing really well. And I can start my gravity turn. My monocrop RCS is working overtime. That's alright. Ooh, look at it getting hot. That is drag. Gosh, I love that. Ditch those. Watch him fall away. I love it. I'm still picking up speed. This was a great way to do this. Once I get over 70,000 meters, I will eject this. Okay, we're going to throttle down, eject that. Whoosh. Yeah, so far I haven't been doing any night launches. Woo. Yeah, look at that. My Apple Watch is huge. So I'm going to set this to prograde. And we're going to just warp it right here. So I can even it out. So you kick the booster on, it'll use the gimbal to kind of assist with the RCS to get it to your prograde heading. Now this is the fun part. About 30 seconds away from here, I need to really hit it. I'm looking at going hard and fast. Pedal to the metal. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Whoa, okay, here we go. Actually, I don't even need to bother to conserve that. I love it. It's constantly trying to adjust that. I can turn that. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that was obnoxious, huh? So we're gonna wait till it gets to about 30 seconds. Again. Alright. I waited a little too long to appropriate that. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and use that fuel. I'll just go ahead and make it now. And bingo! We're in orbit. I can't decide if I want to... Nah, I'll leave it on there for now. Okay, this is going to be a little obnoxious though, so I'm going to go ahead and kick on the autopilot to get to the station. No, we're not docking, we're rendezvousing. I want to get 150 meters and we get a max number of 500 phasing orbits. Okay, yeah, 8,000 meters per second, that's cool. It's going to match the planes. We got an auto warp, so it shouldn't take too terribly long. You know what? I am going to ditch this, because I don't need it. I'm going to fill up my own monopop tank, which is full anyway. Okay, yep. I'm just going to go ahead and... Alright. Once it gets lined up, little auto warp to the apoapsis, the periapsis. Yeah. Oh? I'm exactly on the opposite side. Right. Let's make our planes nice and tidy. Oh, I was gonna say let's sell those poodle lenses too, but I already know. Yeah, it's gonna straighten up. That's one thing I don't like about the rendezvous thing is it makes me straighten up everything, and my orbit has to be completely like circular and all that junk. And I just kind of want to get best guess because as soon as I get within 150 meters of it on the rendezvous, I'm just gonna docking pilot. But you know what? I've had to do before I realized mech jump was like a freaking tool that I could get. I used to get irritated because I was having to do all of this manually. And it took me forever, and I wasted so much delta V in orbit just trying to do simple stuff. It's gonna burn 15 seconds. There we go, look at that maximum burn. Shut my lights. Wow. Oh yeah, I gave it like way too much electrical charge. But I want to make sure we can do all the science and stuff we could. Now after 3 orbits, 3.44 phasing orbits, we're going to do a Hohmann transfer, which is when you accelerate at anapsis or apopsis and periapsis, and it's how you just get into higher or lower orbits. It's really a fun fact of orbital mechanics. Because like people in most movies and crap thinks that like, oh, if you want to go to the nearest star, you just kind of point at it and go. When that's not the case at all. Like, everything in space is surface. Everything's holding something else. Stuff that's going in a straight line is going ridiculously fast, but nevertheless, it is curved by gravitational forces. So everything's in an orbit. And if you want to get into higher low orbits, you do stuff like this. And there is going to be a problem once we dock this, and I will address it. But it has to do with this Dyson ring that I'm throwing up there. I will not get to use it right away, because I think you have to have minimum 2 engineers for it to work correctly. Anyway, while we're here, there's the Mun. You know, we were there last time in that shuttle. I feel like I end up on the dark side of the planet a lot. Oh, holy crap, it is right there. You can see the profile there. I love it. Usually I don't get this close on the first time around. Now we do have the problem of I've been leaving space junk. So I can delete that later, or I can physically recover it if it's on mission. But usually I just delete it. But one of the good news is when you're building space stations like this in low Kerbin orbit, just low orbit, if you end up running out of fuel or whatever, I used to design this little ship that had empty tanks on it and like very low amounts of fuel, and usually had a pretty high thrust to weight ratio, and you just have like this gravity coupler arm. So if one of my space stations or one of my ships like just ran out of delta V like in low Kerbin orbit, I could always go steal it from these orbiting debris because I usually leave some fuel in them. Like that one's got a lot of mono in it. Yeah, and I'd go siphon them off, and I'd use my space junk to refuel like my bigger projects in low Kerbin orbit. Okay, we're doing the whole flip around, speed up, flip around, slow down. We're just really trying to match velocities at 150 meters. So let's probably do this like 1 or 2 more times. I mean, at any point right now, I can just tell it to go ahead and dock and cancel this out. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to disengage this and turn that off. Now here, I'm going to click docking, and we're going to hit control from here. Now I'm going to aim my camera there so I can see what I'm trying to line up with. We're going to say set as target, and we're going to just tell it to go. And I'm going to reset my camera because I want to get this lined up pretty straight. So I'll switch this to lot. I can tell right now how it's going to want to try to dock this, so I'm going to go ahead and preemptively turn it. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna click over to that vessel. Get my lights all turned on. There we go. There we go. So I got like two, I can use the porthole windows as like my orientation markers. So when I bring this bad boy in, I can use this porthole on the deflated Dyson ring to just kind of orient me correctly and get the dock as close to the orientation I want as possible. And if I fudge it a little bit, they actually incorporated this thing I may have talked about last time. You can actually rotate your docking ports by up to 15 degrees for each board, so it gives you a total of 30 degrees of rotation. So you can get it in the ballpark, and they give you 30 degrees play with to get it where you want it for all those people that have crazy OCD like me. I remember having blinking lights on that station. Yep, now it's moving forward to dock because it claims I'm lined up, and that seems to be the case. From this perspective, it doesn't really feel like it, but if I zoom out here and look, yeah, it's pretty dang lined up. I do think I'm tilted this way, but so I'm just gonna... Yeah, perception space is really weird, especially when it comes to distances. It's like my camera's stationed behind the thing, I can just turn it in an arc, so probably if I was looking on dead on, I wish they could give you a docking port camera so you could just, have your face right on the docking port so you know when you hit that dot, like for instance, you're good lined up. But I think that's still mod that I don't have. And I honestly use the docking autopilot so much, I don't even like to manually dock anymore, I probably wouldn't use it. And then just add about 20 minutes to my load time. Because this game is no joke, like 10 years old. And, it supports mods, but everybody complains on the internet how long the load times get because that's to load all the assets for all the mods. I forgot my lighting scheme for that was orange. I guess it's definitely taking a day off. That looks cool. Coolest space station ever. Look at that! Boom! And now we're done. Did I bring struts? I did bring struts. Can't remember where I put them. Right here? Right here? I doubt they're there. Okay, so next time I come up here, I'm going to have to bring some struts with me so I can strut it together, make sure it's all nice and tight. I mean, I say that like I'm going to make it survive an atmospheric reentry, which is to have to blow up in spectacular. Okay, so now that I'm here, I want to try and inflate this. I can't. I'm able to deploy the Coriolis inflatable centrifuge refuge. 2 engineers must be present. And I believe I only have one, which is Bill. I only have one engineer, it's Bill. Okay. So, yeah, this is my station. All my stations look like crosses, but yeah, that's fine. Did I didn't even, no, okay, I didn't put the garden observation cupola because I have this. Alright. That's fine. I'm gonna need another scientist as well. So I'm gonna go hire some people and do my first actual personnel loading document situation. Alright, let's do that. Real fast. I've been wrapping these up under an hour, so I'm gonna try and hurry up and get these done pretty quick. So, we need to hire some people. Oh, okay, I got plenty of people. But you know what, just in case, we'll add some more. We have 2 metrics, courage and stupidity. So, generally, you want to hire courage, less stupidity, no matter what the job is. But for the sake of just hiring personnel, we're going to just hire at least 2 engineers or scientists. I don't need more pilots. Got enough pilots. So. That's part 3. Got a new one altogether. I want to do the orbital command pod. No, I don't. What I want to do is switch editors. I want to go with my old tried and true. Oh, I need to. Okay, you need to import it. Where was 122? Jet 1. Passenger transport. Let's see how stable this looked. Oh, that's really stable. I mean, I guess. And I use conventional. Okay, yeah, I can just refuel at the station. Shoot, yeah, this will be fine. This is fine. Okay, let's fill it with some peeps. We got Valentina. She will be our veteran pilot on station. We're gonna throw some engineers. Actually, we're gonna do scientists first. Scientist. I wonder how many Kerbals I could split on the Coriolis from here. Let's find it. Smart. Coriolis. Nope. Here we go. 8. A max crew capacity of 8. I imagine some of these guys are going to stand on the show up. That's fine. So it's going to take some science people. We're going to throw. Those are all scientists. Yeah, we'll throw sequential 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that way, if I have to vacate, I can take all the existing crew I have in the shuttle. But one thing I am going to do, in case anybody wants to get on my lifeboat when I vacate the station, if I choose to vacate the station, I always get bored because my landings take like forever. So I'm going to add some parachutes. Because that way, if I'm coming in hot and I want to, I don't want to box the landing, I can just deploy a pair of shoes. Alright, let's launch this bad boy. This was definitely one of my little wackier shuttle concepts I made. And see, sometimes I build these and I'll save them in junk in case they're good. But like, something happens, they just can't quite break atmosphere or don't have quite enough JP to get into orbit. And I'll just scrap it and start entirely. Except I don't actually scrap it, I just leave them in there saved. Because my plan is to always come back there and tweak it. We'll see. Alright, break on. Alright. Oh, no. Alright, anyway. Well, why do I keep doing that? Alright. Until my SAS. Alright. And go. Yeah, there's a launch pad over in there somewhere. We're gonna drive right by it. Get this going straight enough. Get it at full throttle. There's a launch pad. The idea here is to pick up a lot of speed and then pull up. It must suck. Yeah, start accelerating around 450. Or start pulling up. Ah, never mind, I go now because it's already starting to shimmy in. the control surfaces on here actually handle really well, so I hope I built this pretty stoutly. Still picking up plenty of speed, so that's good. Yeah, I'm at 10,000. I want to try to straighten her back out. This thing handles kind of rough, but it goes freaking fast, which is what I want it to do. Alright, I'm going to turn my RCS on. That'll help keep it steady. I didn't realize that I built this thing so short and stubby. But it's cute, it's fun. You know, it gets them up there, you know. Okay, slowly but surely picking up more speed. Now, in theory, the more fuel I use, the more my thrust-to-weight ratio should be going up. This is going to be a little bit of a long ride. Yeah, there's KSP, you know, down there, the launch site. How am I doing? Okay, good. I'm losing altitude. I think this one have been my ones that I really just couldn't quite make it. Yeah, I'm heading back here. So I'm going to do a little teeny tiny bit of cheating. There we go. That just good. Teleported me back to by the station. I cheated, I know. I really just wanted to get people here. So I don't mind cheating. Now we're going to kick this control from here, open shield. We're going to go to docking, autopilot. We're going to set as target. Nope. That. There. And we're going to go. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I could have recovered from falling altitude, but it was already just taking so much time to get here. I am trying to keep these videos short. Speaking of which, yeah, I've got plenty of solar juice on here, but I'm going to go ahead and crank that out. It's my little solar panels I threw up there. And there it goes. It's collecting from the sun. Particles Station, here we come. God, look at all these happy idiots down here. It's really kind of freaky. Oh my god, they're all stone. This is one of those situations where it pays to have more RCS. Because I use my standard ones on here, but I could have used some beefier ones, and it probably would have helped my flight stable out a bit more. And I realized I do not like this stubby shuttle. I really should add some extra fuel tanks and different things on there. But I think I was going for some sort of space shuttle replica. Which, by the way, space shuttles aren't really designed to take off on their own. They're only really built for landing. Because control surfaces on a space shuttle matter very little when you're sending them up into space on boosters that can move small cities or something, you know? Like, they go so fast, so hot that you just have to meet some basic aerodynamic requirements. Like, your control surfaces on the space shuttle when it's bolted into a big booster really aren't going to do crap, except maybe tear your wing off. So as it turns out, space shuttles, you only really know how to land them. But in this game, because the way their physics works, trying to do a space shuttle replica becomes very hard, because everyone wants to do a conventional huge big fat orange booster in the middle with the two small solid rocket boosters on the sides. But here's the problem with that. You have all the space shuttle's weight leaning to one side. So if you don't tweak your gimbals to compensate for it, well, the easiest things people do is just strap another rocket engine or even fuel tank on the opposite side of the space shuttle to kind of balance it out. But then, it ruins your whole, I'm doing a replica of, Space Shuttle Atlantis. But it doesn't have that booster on it. So it really ends up looking all weird and wonky. And, I did enjoy the space shuttle program for its novelty. But because, I guess it had something to do with the Cold War, but we wanted it to look like we had space shuttles because we were going to space so frequently that we just needed, basically a bus, like a city bus. That's how common it is for going into space. But, when you think about the cost of how much it is to refurbish every shuttle in between missions, it was insane. It's you might as well just build, a capsule that can store a whole lot of crap and just keep sending that in space. You had you didn't really need to make it look like, a standard passenger liner. I think that was just to make people think that's how, frequent, often we were going to space. That, they got a horrible track record for blowing up from time to time, so we are almost there. Alright, we are docked, which means there's more than one engineer on board, so we can inflate the crap out of that. And, because, it needs juice, let's go ahead and extend all of our solar panels. That's inflated, so we can start that rotation. Let's say we could level up crew. Oh, we gotta do some science now that we're here. But first, let me relocate some of these science nerds. Okay, let's put another one in the mobile lab. Put another one in the gardening, the hydroponics module. And let's go ahead and throw some in the ring. I had toyed with the idea of not sending all of these people to their duty. So what I'm going to do is only send Valentina to her duty. Alright, so it's just Valentina in here. We're going to deploy that panel. And, oh my gosh, I didn't even have her lights on. She came up here all the way in the dark. Now, we're going to... Oh, wait, I want to get rid of some of this fuel. Liquid fuel oxidizer. Ooh, man, I used a ton. Wait, where's my oxidizer? Show me my oxidizer. Oh, that's just the liquid fuel one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, it won't really matter, because the ratios probably worked out just fine. Alright, that's fine. We're going to undock your butt. Okay, and now it's making this one in the station. So we're going to switch them to docking mode because I want to back this in. Away from the doomed Particles station. Alright, now, here we go. There we go on here. I think it is controlling here for me, so we're going to rename it. And it is, in fact, a station. Yep. Okay. We don't need any of this. So, let's do some science. We're going to aim camera here, because that's where the science is going. It's just spinning. I don't even think it's got 1G. Yeah, it's half a G. What wouldn't you do for half a gram of gravity? It's got half the amount of gravity that we have here on Earth, which is good. We're going to conduct a materials study. It says microgravity has greatly affected the growth of crystalline structures. Loose objects are also flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating way. Sure, yeah, we'll process that in the lab. Let's see what our mystery goo says. The goo appears to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to become brittle. Fascinating. Let's do the magnetometer report. I love that. It's that little antenna extension going on there. Carbonate has a strong magnetic field for a planet of its size, shielding us from the sun's blast radiation, even in low orbit. That is fine. Oh, let's see about those negative gravioli meters. Log gravity data. The sensor finds some changes in the gravity of carbon. The science team will want to see these readings. Okay, so these are my fun ones, because you can't really tell the temperature of space, because there's nothing to conduct temperature except for the temperature thing itself. Let's log it. This is collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. Oh, okay, that would actually work that time. Well, this one will be fun. How about air pressure, yeah? The instrument reads 0, as if it were in a vacuum. Ha! Isn't that fun? Is that all the experiments I had? I feel like... No, there's nothing on that side. Okay. We will go ahead and click on this ring here and have them do a crew report. It seems we're very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Okay, yeah. That would be that. Did I already do this one? Observe plant life. Plants grow very slowly, if at all. It may be far too soon for any noteworthy results to appear. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep that. That's fine, and we will do the crew. Oh, yeah, same as the other one. And we're going to do this observe local space. Above the influence of atmospheric turbulence, telescopes capable of reaching much more consistently high resolutions at a wide field of view than possible from the ground. Until you get orders from the Kerbal Astronomical Society, use the time to split a few double stars, but you hadn't got yet. Now, this looks fun. Got the shuttle there, got the sun over there. So, we're going to bring it down. I'm going so fast around a curve and I seem to keep missing. Well, today's my lucky day. Wait, I need to figure out where exactly I want to. Oh yeah. I want to put that right there. God, I love how the lighting looks on this. It's pretty great, even for a game that's 17 years old. Alright, now we're going to do something fun. We're going to do retrograde. So the question here, when I'm deorbiting, should I dislodge some of these station parts and arms while I'm in mid-deorbit? Just see what happens. I'm worried because I think if I eject the ring first, it'll be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'll just burn up an atmosphere like normal. But I feel like if I eject either one of these station arms or shoot both, what they'll do is hit the ring, cause parts to collide, and just blow up everything right then and there. I don't want to do that. So. I kind of just want to see what, oh, look at that wobble I got going on. Oh, I know why the wobble's there. It's those reaction wheels. The whole thing's trying to shake itself apart. Okay. Yeah? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's bad. I just need you to keep it together through this thrust. Oh, God. Here, I'll turn off the other reaction wheel. Sorry, guys. Okay, and it changed my camera angle. That means I'm definitely in a low orbit. Okay, it's perfect. Actually, wait, no, that's too much. Ugh, this poor station. Okay, see, I did that because my periapsis is now sunk below the ground. But here's the thing, I hit like a lot of aerodynamic resistance right here and drag, so it'll actually shrink the slide even further. And if I have any survivors that can miraculously ditch or get out at the last second, I want them to land like, you know, on land. Sharks are in the ocean. Sharks are scary, and that's after you just survived the second most deadly place known to man. Okay, I'm turning on my thrust up just a little bit. Oh man. I did not design this for this. Hurry up. 12,000. It's okay. That should be. Okay, now. What we're going to do is just turn that off. Okay, let's get a good look at it, and that's because I changed those to blue. I wonder what happens if I switch them over to orange. I was trying to figure out where that white light's coming from, and I just realized I know exactly where it's coming from. Oh, we want to extend that. Yeah, we're going to need all the drag we can get if we're going to slow this thing down, that we can just land nice and gently on the ground. Yes. Okay, so where's all that mysterious white light coming from? Close these doors. Was it that? I think it was. Okay, did it just change that light? No, it changed them all. Okay, yeah, we got orange. It's pretty orange. Ooh, we got a bit of blue. Let's get it. I'll keep it. It's fine. That's their last day on Earth. Well, I think they already spent their last day on Earth. You know what I'm saying? For Sinfree and Stazon and Yurden. Yeah, Bill. He's just yeah, Bob might kind of know what's going on. Look at all these psychos. Yeah, they have to die. Jeb. Only got this light on. Ugh. I don't think any of these buttons are going to save you. No. See if you have spares, yeah. Yeah, so far so good. Let's, oh, this is the ring! We're in the habitation ring! This is so cool! Whoosh! Yeah, you're not safe here. You're not safe here. I don't like that. Oof, so somebody else in the habitation ring. See? No window? How do we get a window here? Alright. Oh, I got plants. Over there. Alright, I don't think that window's working right. Open the pod bay doors. Dang. Tests, tubes, air, circuits, tools, parts, aspirator, servo, snacks, science, experiment, snacks, got its own big instrument. Oh, this is Neo. God, that's my favorite view here. It's the ring. Uh-oh, that ain't good. I have a funny feeling Kerbin's getting closer. You know what, I want to take a screenshot and I will use that for the thumbnail on the video. Let's see, when do I want to print screen? There we go. That'll have to go. Alright, here we go. Now, it is taking us a long time to round the planet, so I'm going to fast forward here. That's my altitude command. No, that ain't good. That ain't good. I want to prograde. Please prograde. Alright, now we get to start the fun part. What are my options for creating more drag? I have pretty much everything open and extended. I'm not even going to bother to shut that. Oh, let's go ahead and change this back to normal. Change you guys back to normal too. Okay, that does have symmetry. So I think I did it wrong. I'll have to do that. 57,000. Oh, we're gonna end up on the land. We're gonna land nice and safe and sound, so I better adjust that. Instead of sea level, I wanna know where the land is. Oh man. Now, are we getting hot, or is that... Oh, they're getting hot. They're gonna break out for us soon. Lovely solar panels. I'll turn my lights off. I'll turn back on. Woo. Okay, tells you it's getting hot first. Look at this. Woo. Oh boy. Oh no. There goes 2 of my solar panels. Oh no no no. That's yes on. Ugh. That's neat. What solar panels lasted long enough? Oh my gosh, this drag is not working out very well. Oh jeez. I still have a solar panel. Thank goodness. I'll be able to charge my phone once we land safe and sound. Let me double check that. Sure, I don't got any. Yep, no crazy cheats on. I might land harmlessly in the ocean. Shoot, it's a possibility. Well, Jeff, you're not doing a good job of keeping it on prograde. I am shocked the solar panel survived. Oh, I can slow down if I want, because we're not doing prograde at all. Oh, I finally got hurt by aerodynamics. It's okay. This ain't looking too good. I think we're totally gonna land in the water. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was those other solar panels. It's alright, we've got plenty of electric charge. We should be fine. Oh! My magnetometer blew up. Bummer. I'll have to have Bob get out and fix it. I wonder if people on the ground just see a giant flaming like crucifix coming down. They're like, is it him? And all you get is these guys who are like, yeah, you have a lot less fun now, huh? What's the look on Bob's face? Or Jeb, yeah, Jeb. Oh wow. Oh, I wonder how the arm's doing. Well, I mean, that good. Holy crap, I have somehow slowed down. I wonder if... No way. So it's looking like I'm gonna land just off the beach, sadly. I do have engines on this thing. Should we try and change that? Got plenty of monopropellant. I'm starting to think I slapped way too much monopropellant on these things. only fell to 60,000 meters. Huh. Okay, I don't have any cheats on or anything like that, and somehow I have survived this re-entry. I don't want to, so I think we need to get one of those. Get rid of one. Now I keep one, just for fun. Yeah. I'm gonna lose weight, so you know everybody can live. So far, nobody's died. Is that something? Oh, the other one hasn't made a point yet. I mean, 128 meters, we might pull this off. Do I have anything I can induce more drag with? I do not. All the windows are open, everything's spinning around. This might be alright though. Oh, now I'm doing a max burn. There we go. Somebody might walk away from this. I doubt it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And well, okay, that's pretty anticlimactic. So nobody's alive. That's so sad. Oh, woof, man. Vitamin slipped off, exploded, 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 exploded. Did a solar, two of the solar arrays lasted longer than any of them? Two, one of the extra ones, the big ones, exploded due to overheat. Okay. Crew tube was destroyed. That was the first arm. Second arm is somewhere here. What I want to know, okay, so where is the... Okay, so these are the arms that I ejected at the end there, but the one I'm looking for is when the engine is destroyed. Mr. Black. Hard, splashed down. There we go. That's the beginning of the end there. The poodle was destroyed, everything else, all my people came after that. Oh yeah, and then the deaths began. Stats on. Well, they were the first ones killed. Basically everybody in the centrifuge. Wait, where's like Bill? And Bob and all that. They must have just hit the ground so hard they fell into the nth dimension. Well, that was that. Space plane hangar tracking station. Yeah, alright, well, that's it for now. That's going to be the end of this video. So that is Kerbal Space Program.